What's up, gang?
What's up?
That's the updated chat.
Is that the updated chat?
Is that going on right now? All that?
Yeah,
That's us.
People are
Good
excited.
Lord,
People
guys.
show up early these days. No, your Stephs,
real,
your Max,
man.
your Jareds.
And we
Hackman,
love that.
Love it. Nikki, what's up, girl? Sorry to hear about the duck come. That's a whole other
Wait,
fucking
what?
conversation for off the air. I love Nikki, but every now and then she comes swinging in a chandelier with some weird fucking DMs. Like, hey, hope you have a good morning. I just found duck come. I was like, I don't know what to do with this.
Well,
but I
that-
hope you're doing okay.
That means that's a great morning. That's
It's a
what I
great
call it,
morning.
Yes.
We should actually, you know what?
Right?
Maybe for the earliest time ever in DLP history, show title.
I'd be like, how do you know?
How do you know?
Yeah.
Oh, she's got like a cool farm. She's got a big spread of land.
What if she has no ducks?
Wait a minute.
She's just
This cum is human. Yes. This is, huh, what is this? Yeah.
You don't drink enough water, Duck.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of dipping things and sauces and condiments,
segue.
yeah, a little update. You've been spending some time. Is it West End or where does she work?
Erin, Larry's girlfriend, beautiful Erin. She works at Dock Street.
Yeah, Dock
It's
Street.
a
Yeah.
great
Okay, yeah.
bar. She's a great bartender. I have since seen her since the foot incident when
Yes.
Tommy gave her feet an 8 out of 10.
Rattled her.
By the way,
Uh,
real quick, did you ask
rattled
her? She was bothered, still bothered by
Oh
that.
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
doesn't like the
She
eight.
asked did I defend her, and I said I did. I'm not sure if I did or not, but she does have great feet.
What did
I
you think of the
her-
AI image that Dave Dennis whipped up?
That
Was she not
I
stoked?
believe she was disgusted by that. Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Thank you,
oh,
Dave
God.
Dennis. Yes,
I know you guys.
but
Turned
she's
on a
in on the bit.
fucking
She's
dime.
in on the bit.
Okay.
About that picture. I don't like the toenail being on the bottom. I don't like it.
It's rough.
So gross.
It's a hard to
Yeah,
watch it,
That's
man.
pretty nasty.
Somebody made a comment saying it would be like click, click. You'd hear click clacking on the
Yeah, it
floor.
sounded like a fucking raptor walking across the
Oh.
aisle.
The photos
Clever
are on
girl.
our Patreon. Maybe it's on our Instagram too. That would be a deal killer if a girl had that kind of feet. We've talked about this. If she's
Dave
missing
did,
a toe, you're fine, right?
Dave did a good job because the chick,
Yeah.
one of those chicks was an 11.
Oh yeah,
All right.
both of them
In
are
his thing.
gorgeous.
The other
Their
one was a
feet
10,
were
but
just
one was an 11. And
wicked
then
witch.
If she's a 10 and she's missing 3 toes,
I have no problem.
yeah, I mean, I'd rather than be missing 3 toes than what Dave was
what if she
showing.
has extra toes?
Okay. Okay. Is the toe on?
Fonseca?
Yeah. What if she has an extra toe, but it's not on her foot?
Go on. Then she's an 11.
What if she has a nipple on her
Yeah.
foot?
Yes. Instead of nipples, she just has 2
Mm.
pinky toes where her nipples should be.
Yeah.
That'd be rough.
I actually did. I did have sex with a girl that was missing her pinky toe.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. And she
Yeah.
was born without it. That's it. She just had just one. Her foot just came in a little
And you
bit.
go, hey,
I go.
Was she? How was
if you're
she?
missing your pinky toe, here's my dick.
Yeah.
It's a good replica.
She probably tried a lot harder because
Yeah.
she felt bad about
Terrible
herself.
soccer player.
Right.
The worst. I want to sign her up for adult kickball, but I'm like,
Yeah.
God, she's just
They're
bad dog
walking in a
legs to the left.
circle. Yeah.
So we had the idea last week that we were kind of chewing on, having fun with, that we're talking about condiments and stuff. And somehow we talked about taking Aaron's toes and dipping them in them and then having Tommy do like a blind taste test. Or no, it was
Or
Eric.
yeah.
It was going to be Eric. And then, switcheroo. We switched their foot with my foot, whatever.
That surprised me, by the way, that Eric was not interested.
Eric wasn't into it.
The things he
Because
ingests.
what he does, he's willing to do anything.
He's no boundaries.
He'll go through a table.
We found
he'll
a
do-
boundary.
He does. It's a toe.
A toe.
Hmm.
We did
a hot
finally-
woman's toe he won't put in his
a
mouth.
gorgeous woman's toe.
He
I would
would
do
put
that for
He would
free.
put your balls in his mouth before
Yes.
her feet.
He's grabbed my physical balls before,
Yes.
but Aaron's relatively cute feet.
Yes.
Not saying they're perfect, but relatively cute feet. He's like, no, bridge too far.
They're
Yeah.
80% of the way there.
Right.
Tommy volunteered his tribute, put up the 3 fingers, but he did say, what if we did the switcheroo?
Yeah, he starts swinging.
He'd
Yeah.
start beating people's asses.
And he would.
Yes.
And so we're not doing
we're
that.
not
No,
going
no,
to do it at all.
I think that if you talk to Larry, you can. I mean, does she really care if somebody sucks sauce off
I
her
would
toes?
care if I were her. Yeah.
I bet we
Well,
could
don't.
just.
If you come in with that attitude, she's gonna say no. You got to sell her on. You're
All
like,
right.
Yeah, it'll be
Well, why don't we
fine.
have her tell me rank her nipples? Let's just see how far we can take
Yeah,
it. Okay?
I've seen better
Let's
nipples.
try the toes. for a
Okay,
second.
all right.
Okay,
We're-
next week,
we're
Labia
up to that,
Majora.
yes.
Let's get with Larry. Tell
Yeah.
Larry we want to do it, and that he has
Hey,
to talk her
It's
into.
possible I end up at Dock Street tonight. So
Okay,
it-
and just
it
have
wouldn't- It's
Larry-
not out of the realm of possible.
Larry's charismatic. He's fun
Yeah.
to talk to. Have Larry be the sucky. We'll just keep it in the couple.
Okay.
No Tommy, no
Yeah,
Eric.
She'll let Larry.
Oh,
she'll let her
she'll clearly-
boyfriend suck her
The
toe.
things he's done to her, that is
Oh,
a 2 out of 10.
yes.
Oh my God, the things
Yeah.
he sucked out from between her toes. A little Polynesian sauce is not going to be the worst of it. Maybe we'll put it on Patreon. A Patreon that if you subscribe to, by the way, God bless you, patreon.com/the DLP agenda. We've noticed there's been a little bit of an uptick. So
new Sauna
thank
Talk is
you.
up. Our new bonus show. Joe and I just recorded a track off.
You're
David
recording
Bowie
something?
and Queen. I'm doing SheLP Agenda
Hell
for
yeah.
tomorrow night.
That's a lot
I'm
of
gonna
fun.
make
I'm
it
recording
sexy.
story time on Saturday.
There you go.
We're gonna do a new Last Count Anywhere soon. We got to do the post WrestleMania wrap up. How badly did Rock fuck up WrestleMania 41? The industry's eating itself apart from the inside. But there's another property
Oh boy.
that where are we at on releasing or not?
Last night I recorded a new RobPod
Yes.
and about relationships. No dad stuff.
And correct me if I'm wrong. Was it in a group text or was it on social where you said, I'm in the mood for a Rob?
It was on social.
It was on social, okay.
Follow us on Instagram, DLP Agenda or the DLP Agenda. You'll figure it out. And I recorded it, and I wasn't like super crazy drunk. And then I started listening to it. I'm like, I think we're sharing too much. I think
It was stuff that you had been shoving down
was
your
getting
entire
comfort.
life.
There are moments of like, oh, that's a pretty good self-diagnosis. That's interesting.
Self-realization.
But there's some other stuff that I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm getting uncomfortable listening to it by myself.
Some stuff's just for you.
So,
or like names, acts, discuss, time frames.
Their names.
Is it more philosophical, or you discuss instances of things?
I'm talking instantly. I'm talking about sexual stuff. Nothing, just like issues with that and like overcoming it.
Like
and
physical issues?
No, not physical.
Okay,
just
psychological
like
issues.
intimacy issues.
Both are not good.
Yeah.
Neither are good. No one better or worse than the other. So it's recorded, not posted. Because I revealed when we got back from Japan that I recorded and deleted a Just Justin because it was just 30 minutes of you guys wanting to have me dial 988. I'm like, this isn't even clever. This is just 15 ways to fucking off myself because my house is destroyed. Not funny, super depressing. Like, no one ever needs it. It was, you know what it was? It was a drafted email that I deleted.
Okay.
It was one of those like, okay, good to get it out.
Yes.
I did the same thing. I listened back the next day, made it 3 minutes. No fucking way. Not going to recover it. Close the program. We defer to you.
Well, you had an idea, Justin, and I'm a little terrified, but normally at about 40 minutes in, we do we play a clip from our Patreon.
Yeah.
Which I'd already made a clip, but you have a better idea. This RobPod,
we can say it for the next one.
It's 32 minutes long. Wow. So I'm just gonna let you guys just pick a time, and I'm gonna go to it.
Okay.
And we're gonna hit play, and we're gonna see what happens.
How long are we gonna listen?
Until Rob doesn't want us to.
I'm very terrified because there's some things that would be fine. Some things might be out of context. Where I don't know. This might work. This might be. This is. We're doing it.
If it's too horrible, the only people that can hear it are people in the chat.
Yeah.
Meaning, if you want to be like,
no,
you're
right.
Can't do
and we
it.
can scrub this. Whatever.
That is true.
We can go back and retcon the YouTube videos and all that. And again, if it's out of context and it doesn't make sense, we'll listen until it does, or until you're in a moment like that's for paying members only.
Real quick, is it possible that after you play this, it's awkward in here?
Well, it's nothing about you guys. So
I know,
it's
but
like,
still, I mean,
it's all about my dreams of banging your brother Robbie. Sorry, we can't talk about it.
It's all about
I was going to say the exact same thing.
Well, hey, you can talk about banging my brother Patrick.
There we go. So I'm actually kind of nervous about that, but I think it'll be compelling podcasting. So at around 40 minutes in, fast forward if you like. Yeah. Unless we just reject it and put something else up, but we're gonna do that.
You're gonna hear something from the Patreon. Either it's live, an unreleased deep cut B-side Europe only RobPod, or one of the many great things that we have. Steph, yes, it is good therapy. One of the reasons we do these solo pods, the solo series, is to kind of get shit out there. I think there's a new no one asked for this. Is there a new one that's getting done? I don't know if it's been released. But I think there's another one coming down the pike.
Those are also the perfect length.
Well, we got a little screenshot tease of it today in the group text.
We did?
Oh yeah. Okay. Hold on, let me pull this up.
Refresh my memory.
I'll read
it's hard to keep up with all his grievances.
I'll read it for you.
He must love Festivus.
Oh yeah.
Yes. I'll read it.
Okay. Was that to him?
Yes. Suck dick, pervert party, MS-13, idiot, shit for brains, fuck you.
Okay,
that's little
the show title.
That's the show title.
By the way, they're all underlined.
Yeah, they're all underlined. I skipped a couple things so as to not,
get us fired.
Yeah, I want to continue to maintain the relationship.
Now, was it to him?
That's what I think the podcast will be about.
Okay, got it.
Okay,
yes,
I love all those.
He received.
By the way, that person who sent that, they're not wrong. A lot of things
No.
they're right about.
Yeah. Can I tell you a group of people I'm into? Those guys get shit done.
Yeah.
Okay? Those
Hey,
guys, if you're a partier, they supplied the treats.
Steph says her husband finally joined the Patreon. Kelsey
Yes.
goes,
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Kelsey
Thanks,
goes,
Steph.
because coworkers love Justin's special, they started listening to the podcast.
That's
so that's
awesome.
Oh, hell yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you to new listeners, new followers. Speaking of which, I'm at 9,500. I want to get this thing to crest 10K into the five figure realm, and then I could move on. I kind of, it's like when you're playing a slot machine and the fucking thing's like going and going, oh shit, I'm getting some sort of payout. Please never stop spinning. Please never stop spinning.
So what I would do is ask if there's a listener out there, have 500 of your friends listen.
Yes,
That's all.
it.
That's all we need.
Put it out there. I need 500 more spins on this thing. Joe asked a good question, and I don't know enough about YouTube. That can you just listen multiple times from the same IP address and that counts? Or
I don't
can
know.
I sit there and just like play? I'm not asking somebody to do that 500 times.
But please, if you want to.
Also, coming in fucking hot out of nowhere. Are you familiar with the Grawlix? It's a comedy troupe out of Denver, Colorado. They had their own television show on True TV called Those Who Can't.
Okay.
It was The Office. It was Parks and Rec, but it was set in a high school. Rory Scovel was in it. Kyle Kinane was in it.
No, that was a great show.
That show was
I
great.
saw an episode of it. Yes.
Well, I got a couple of guys here from the Grawlix. One of the dudes out of nowhere, I know Ben Roy. He's one of the three guys. It's Andrew Ordeval. God, the third guy's name escapes me. I feel bad. And Ben Roy, he and I did Montreal together. And we stay in touch once or twice a year. We'll say hi. He has a great special he put out there. I think it's called Jackal. Give it a listen. It's on Hulu. So the other day, I get a notification from him that he reposted and promoted the special.
Oh, hell yeah.
And in the middle of it, me and this guy have never spoken. We've never had anything to do with each other. It somehow ended up in his lap, and he's got a nice followership. He goes, this special is excellent and has a great surprise in it that killed me.
Nice.
The fucking bit in it that I don't want to get into if you haven't seen it. I've had a little bit of like, I'd say concern. That's too heavy of a word. A little bit of confusion about, I thought more people would bring that up. That it's also a good litmus test of like,
who really watched
it? Did people watch it? Did you watch through the...
What'd you think of the one thing? You know, the one thing that's never been in a comedy special before?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I got it. I'm like, well, it's at the 37-minute, 13-second mark. So fuck you. No, people are, I loved the whole thing. I'm like, did you watch it? Well, he clearly watched the whole thing. And he's inviting me out to do their show in Denver, Colorado. They have a Grawlix theater.
When is that? I'm going to be in Denver.
I'm going to be there. Oh, I hope we don't have competing shows. I'll be there at the end of October. It's going to be on the 25th of October. They've got this fun theater out there.
I'm there in June.
Okay. So 2 different months.
Well, end of October?
End of October, the 25th. I'm going to do a couple of sets out there.
Right. Are we interfering with some Halloween murder mysteries, Justin?
No, we are not.
Good.
I don't have anything on there. The one that we do have is the 29th at the Improv.
And the 30th.
The 30th as well. Yes, I got both of those in there.
29th, 25th at Brightbox.
Yes, dielaughingproductions.com.
Do you have the 25th at Brightbox?
I do not have the 25th at Brightbox.
Okay.
Oh, we'll work on that. I do not have Brightbox.
We also don't know if Brightbox.
Is the 25th when you're going?
That's when the Grawlix show is, which, well, we'll see.
We'll worry about that.
We'll get Steve out of it.
We'll figure
yeah, we'll see what's happening. But yeah, so I get that. And then Ryan Sickler from the Honeydew podcast in the way back. He reposted. He hits me up today. We got a show. We're going to be doing it. It's going to be, I believe, June 28th. June 28th at the Horseshoe Casino. They're doing a big comedy series. I think they're trying to bring in Stav, Josh Adam Myers, Ryan Sickler. I'm going to open for the guy. I'm going to go do a series of podcasts with him. So I'm going to go Colorado, jump over to LA a week later, do some shows with him.
Fuck yeah.
And then come back. So a couple of like fun things that like, it's
love
like,
it.
Nice, like a little industry acknowledgement.
Yeah. You'll get those 500 views.
I'll get them 500. We'll fucking make it all the way there. I heard you drop a little something. I want to steer back towards Rob. You're going to be doing the SheLP.
Yeah.
And this time, unlike my episode, which I loved, nowhere near as sexy as I needed it to be. I thought I was going to have way more queefing in it. You and the ladies are all getting together. Has a topic been discussed?
We're going to play Never Have I Ever.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Damn.
And I have a story about Ariel that I don't think I've ever told anyone.
Really?
I don't. She has no idea what I'm talking
It'll
about.
be
I'm pretty
told
sure.
on the SheLP
It will be
agenda.
told on the SheLP
What
agenda.
will her mood be at the end of the telling of the tale?
I think she'll be
Horny.
I think she'll laugh and be she'll think it's silly and funny. She'll find it funny and maybe flattered.
Tim won't be showing up at the front door, battering around the door down with his huge fucking leg.
Well,
okay,
if he's
he'll turn you inside out.
I have blocked him on my
so
apartment.
have I.
There's a sign. This is his face and stuff.
He's just too dangerous, and his wife is far too hot. I want you to pay special attention.
It is about you, Ariel. Yeah.
When you I want you to pay attention to Ariel when you do that show.
I will.
Because it's Kelsey, it's Brittany, it's Ariel, it's a bunch
Steph,
of
right?
Steph is in there also. I think you should rotate some people in too. Pay attention. Ariel has been listening to JSS and radio and this broadcast for so long, and just radio broadcasts in general. Wait till you hear her keep a break going.
Yeah.
She resets topics.
Yeah.
She segues from one thing to the next. She uses pronouns, which is something.
So I should just let her take
She's
the
going to
lead?
steer the ship, and she's going to steer the ship in such a way. It's not like everybody on there doesn't do a great job, but you can tell she's been listening to a radio broadcast.
And she's a teacher.
Podcast.
She's used to having following an outline,
great
an
point.
order.
She has an itinerary on the show where it's kind of fun. You get to kick back, and she's sort of the mother goose, and all of her chicks walk behind her.
Hey,
you get to be a chick.
I'd love to follow you, Ariel. Yeah,
all the way.
Lead the way. I had a good time. One show in San Francisco, Livermore, California. Flew there, flew back the next morning. It's always fun when you land and then they're telling you to check in for the flight tomorrow. So, but on the flight there, I'm sitting next to a woman this is her last flight because she's probably going to be dead soon. So
last because she's old.
Yes.
Elder.
She's an older Asian woman. She's like shrinking in real time.
She's like a raisin.
Yeah, she's got to be like she shrunk a centimeter on the flight.
Listen, no one holds their warranty like a beautiful Asian woman. But when that warranty runs out,
it is turned
melt fucking wall.
She was wearing a mask.
Great Wall.
She was wearing a mask to cover her face. Not to not get COVID.
Yes. Did you say thank you?
Yeah,
so you could finish your snacks.
Can you pull up
can you
over
cover
your,
more?
Yes. Can it go all the way above your
forehead? I hope you don't mind, but my lips have fallen off.
She's approaching 90, and I'm sitting there. I got my headphones on. I'm listening to some NFL draft podcast. The flight attendant comes over and starts saying something to me. I can't hear her, so I take off the headphone. She goes, "Are you listening to music?" I go, "No, I'm listening to a podcast." She goes, "Oh, can you turn it down? People can hear it."
Oh no.
I'm like, fuck. How can they hear it? It's in my, and I'm not listening to music. And then she looks at the Asian woman who has her AirPods. They're plugged into the screen on the plane, but she listens to music on her phone.
So it's blasting through the phone.
Yes.
And meanwhile, she's like, I can't hear anything.
Exactly.
She's listening to flight
for an hour
updates. Yeah. Oh, so this wasn't within like 2 or 3 minutes.
No.
But you couldn't hear it because you had your
But now I'm like, flight attendant, you looked at me and you looked at her. And you said, I bet that guy doesn't know technology.
Do I go young white guy or elderly Asian?
Well, that's the thing.
Who's less technically capable?
But the Asian trumps this.
The Asian
125-year-old Asian woman is more tech savvy than a middle-aged white man.
What music was she listening to?
Classical.
Oh, she was?
Yeah. The intro to White Lotus season 3.
Exactly. She's listening to the SheLP Agenda.
A lot of Thai hip-hop on that show.
No one asked for that.
Yes,
She's like, I agree.
She's listening to Chris.
Circle back.
Wanting to murder people. Hey, you want to take a quick break real quick, and we'll get into some embarrassing family stuff with me, with my old man,
Consider it done. Break taken.
Yes. So this happened yesterday. I've even got the photos right here for you. So I leave, and there they are. Jesus Christ. I'll get into it.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
That's them.
Hold on. His girl?
That's his girl. Oh, you ain't seen a girl? Hold on. That's the one. That's who's taking my fucking inheritance.
Yeah. I mean, she's for her age,
So
hey, real quick. Can I chip in real quick?
Yeah.
Joe, Fred, Aubrey's dad, our trivia
Oh, hell
server,
yeah.
Oh shit, yeah.
says, "Hey, not sure if you can make it back to Monday trivia. Aubrey's last day is May 12th."
All right, you want to do it? You want to spend a Monday there?
I think it's a great idea. Now,
Yeah.
now, Fred and Aubrey, maybe we'll be missing a woman that's usually there with us.
Yeah.
Yes,
Fred, we're gonna be missing one person.
Yep.
If that's
Yep.
cool.
She's also missing from this house. So yeah.
Yeah, last
Yep.
day's
We'll bring the
May
new guy.
12th.
Yes.
We'll bring Mario,
Right,
the
right.
new
Will
roommate.
Mario come with? I mean, what time is trivia usually?
I think it's 7:30.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're fine. You're
Mhm.
fine. Oh, and speaking of the chat, real quick, just to answer some questions
Mhm.
here. Chris West, the Patreon version of Chaos Theory is gonna probably be June. The guy that directed it, our friend Ryan from Air Bear Productions, he got
Mhm.
another gig. He had
Awesome.
did I tell you I don't think he's gonna mind me saying this. Again, we'll get to my story with my dad. He got the wildest fucking request for a family documentary. This won't be shown outside of a family. Have you ever seen Andy Garcia's movie Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead?
I've heard of it, but I've never
Fucking
seen it.
awesome.
Okay.
It's a movie. I'm not going to get into the whole plot, but he owns a business in Denver where it's about video wills, and you can go into his studio and make a video will, and it's your last will and testament, and that's this guy's in the movie his thing. And the very first scene is fucking poetry, where it's just this guy going like into the camera. I can tell my family right in the camera. All right, he's like, I'm just letting you know, you fucking bastards aren't getting anything. I've hated you since the day I first met you, and your bitch wife, and your bitch sister. None of the kids are getting. He's just going in, and you see, and you're like, oh, I think we got something there. Okay, you want to do another take? No, it was perfect. And I, oddly, even before family, really identified with that guy.
So let's say I already want to see the movie.
It's awesome.
I'll watch it after this show.
Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead. Well, he's doing, again, the guy that made Chaos Theory, he got some guy that is worth more money than Christ. And he's recording a family documentary that they all have to like watch and study and take a class on.
Oh, or they're out of the will.
They don't get anything. Like
this sounds like a murder mystery plot.
This family has to study the lineage of like generations back that came
Wow.
over here. And I guess after his passing, this lawyer is going to like hand out.
It's a great idea.
It's brilliant. And he says he's
And
giving
we're
him.
literally stealing it for a murder
It's
mystery
going to
plot.
be ours.
Yeah.
If you can't
Mhm.
guess what was the name of the ship that our family came over here on from Poland in 1840, fuck you. You don't get a dime. Oh, you know which one of these 10 family crest of seals
I would
was ours?
fail horribly.
I would bomb because my dad has lied about every fucking portion of our history.
Yeah.
I definitely told
George
you.
Washington, great uncle.
It's funny you should say that. Do you know who we have a portrait above our sofa in Waldorf of, who he told me was my great-grandfather,
Martin Luther King.
General Stonewall Jackson. Okay?
Great-grandfather.
Great-grandfather.
Is your great-grandfather just
Timing.
40 years older than you?
Doesn't even work out.
I don't think it does.
No, not
He's
even the
great.
Yeah.
So he would be, that's about 100 years ago.
Yeah, Robert E. Lee.
Yeah.
By the way, pretty sure we were more
Yeah.
north than south.
Hey,
Where?
thought Stonewall Jackson was black growing up, by the way, because of
Same
the
way.
name Jackson.
I mean,
Yep.
Stonewall and
Come on,
Jackson.
Stonewall too,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Stonewall sounds like
Mhm.
a fucking badass
Hey,
boxer.
real quick, I know you're going in a direction, but
Well, Justin is.
Please.
you just talked about a murder mystery plot.
I
Yeah.
did, yes.
So real quick, Katie, who no longer lives here, had a garden out back. Okay.
Oh,
And
I know.
and now
Uh-huh.
that
There's an
Mario
all-new murder mystery
now that
unfolding.
Mario is here, Mario's my roommate, who by the way cooked me dinner.
A
I don't
man
know-
made you dinner.
I don't know how
tonight.
long that's going to last.
No.
Or how long it's
we're,
been.
we're early on in the
Yeah.
relationship.
Yeah.
but-
Usually that's when it happens more
by the
frequently.
way, what he made,
It's delicious. I saw
Fucking-
you wreck his food.
awesome.
Here's how I
okay?
know you liked it. Your face was in
I was
the bowl,
shoveling it.
Oh.
in my ra-
shoveling
Yeah.
Okay.
into it.
But anyway, he wanted to plant some things in that garden.
Yeah.
Good. I'm not. Like I'm not planting anything.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
Yeah.
So
We believe you.
right. So he's going to plant something in it. But what he was doing was he was taking pictures. I didn't realize this of the different plants to find out what was already in there.
Oh, is this mint? Is it tarragon?
Yeah.
Is it
Dill's in
thyme?
there.
Basil
Yeah.
in there.
Look at this. What fresh herb is that in the corner that I should add to
He-
Joe's salad?
He takes a picture of one. Poison hemlock. It's poison hemlock. I sent it to you guys.
Yes.
You take a picture of Google. You scroll. If you push up,
Yes.
it literally says it's poison hemlock. Now,
And the only people that have ever planted anything in there is Katie.
well, now Mario,
But-
I doubt he planted poison hemlock.
I don't think
and
it grows
he-
that fast.
Yeah, it doesn't, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm like, haha, it's not poison hemlock or whatever. Yesterday,
Max says poison hemlock. We were so close.
Yeah, you're right. Yesterday,
Go make a yard salad.
I had another friend over, Stan.
Yeah.
He's out there. I had no conversation with him about the poison hemlock. He's a smoker, so he's out there smoking, and he has an app. It's not the same as the Google whatever.
Google Lens, yeah.
Google Lens. He has an app that identifies plants.
Well, he sounds like he gets a lot of poison.
Very,
tell you what.
very cool. Single,
sounds
surprisingly,
cool.
single,
Yeah.
surprisingly.
Yeah.
He's wearing red shoes, by the way,
Right.
yesterday. Okay, whatever. That's neither here nor there. His pants were cuffed, whatever. That's fine. He can do whatever he wants. He goes, hey, do you know this is poison hemlock? Complete hand to God, completely independent of what Mario did. And he has an app, and he was just looking to see what it was a plant app. It wasn't the same thing.
Yeah.
So I feel like it was more specific.
It's accurate.
Can I tell you how poison hemlock kills you?
Well, can I just say one more thing?
Please.
I know it's accurate because I took a picture of Oscar and I scrolled up and it said golden retriever. Okay.
So it's accurate. Poison hemlock has been used in many fatal poisonings throughout history because it can be used to mimic the effects of cardiac arrest and failure.
Oh.
The alkaloids in poison hemlock interfere with nerve muscle communication, leading to respiratory muscle failure and paralysis, even in small amounts, in some cases odorless and flavorless.
That sounds
All
like
right, Joe.
That's fucking
Joe, I'm going to take a photo of you,
Okay.
and I'm sliding up. Oh, it says victim.
Yeah.
So, but also it's every single Shakespearean play, Socrates, aren't they all?
In ancient Greece, poison hemlock was
Yeah.
used as a method of execution for condemned prisoners, including Socrates.
To Joe or not to Joe?
Holy shit, that is the question.
So
holy
How the fuck did it's not a weed?
okay.
Right?
Are we saying what we're saying?
I'm not.
Are
I'm
you
not
saying what's
that.
the percentage that she was trying to kill you? Now, 1 and 2
I'm gonna
is
search
different than
It's
actively
not-
trying.
It's not high,
But it's not zero.
No, it's not zero. But it's not. It's not even 3%. But it's not zero.
I mean, that's
Poison
3%.
hemlock.
It's pretty high.
it's not zero.
It's not zero.
It's not zero.
It can be found. There's vast quantities of it in Maryland. It is a native plant.
Okay.
Oh, it is.
So it's not.
Oh, I thought.
Okay.
All right. All right.
Yes, it's the eastern seaboard. It's got the perfect
But
conditions
how did
for
it
it.
get in a
Mhm.
planter box?
I don't know, man. Maybe some fucking seed pod
Maybe
floated and flew into it.
He just manifested it.
Yeah, just will.
Yes, exactly.
Joe, you growing arsenic? What is that out there? What the hell
Yeah.
is that? I didn't
Anyway,
realize we're going cyanide
I
berries.
should probably pull it out of there.
I would get it out of there, even just for the dogs that I eat that shit.
Can I put my hand on it? Does
You can touch
say?
it. It's got to be ingested.
Okay.
Yeah. I'd probably still put some gloves on,
Yeah,
but you got to
don't have
ingest it.
sex with it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, don't fuck it. Don't put it in your ass like a hair.
Okay. Max said maybe it was going to be a gift.
Yeah, I got
Well,
you a bouquet of flowers.
She knows she can't poison you in her food because it would be a red flag if she cooked you a meal. You'd be like, wait, this is
Hey, what is
suspicious.
this?
Wait, spaghetti?
What is this salad?
Yeah.
This looks like poison hemlock.
You go back upstairs. He's gone. Mario's gone. His vehicle's gone.
So your dog's.
You're trying to find his existence is completely
Yes.
scrubbed from the internet. It was the slow play.
Oh
She
yeah.
had to move in.
Yeah.
You enjoy your salad,
Yeah.
Joe?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy that
Yeah.
salad
We
I
see
made
them
you?
high-fiving. Yeah.
Yeah, on the way out of there, you see a picture of those two together, topless, give you the finger
God, I hope not.
on some fucking oligarchs looking
New
ship.
podcast. Here's why you're dead.
Yeah. Hell yeah, last
Man,
husband
how would you
standing.
ever replace me?
Oh, yeah.
Anyway,
So anyways, yesterday I get 2 calls from my dad. My dad calls me from his cell phone, which he rarely ever does these days. He calls me again. He calls me 2 more
oh
times.
man.
He's continuing to call me. Now I'm in the parking lot of a place that I need to go inside and shoot something for the JSS
Mhm.
TV show. So I'm like,
let me guess, not important.
Amelia calls me.
Oh.
Amelia hasn't called me in years. We talk every day, but
Yeah.
she'll shoot me a text. But she calls me. She goes, your dad's calling the studio right now. I'm like, what the fuck? Mudge calls. Your dad's
Jeez.
calling the shop right now. I'm like, something's clearly happened.
Is it
Something's
about the
happened.
avocado?
No. I finally call him back. I'm like, Dad, what's going on? Tried to call you. Figured it went to voicemail. I'm like, Dad, I'm at fucking work. You're retired. I'm at work. It's 10:37 in the morning. Why would I pick up? Your show's done at 10. I don't get done at 10 and just leave. I go, what's going on? What's happening? I was nearby. I thought I'd stop by. You called another show, Much at Work.
Yes. You didn't call a person. You called the show.
You called into 98 Rocks.
The warm line.
The people that
Did you call the warm line?
He called the call line. Can I had some fucking shine down, please?
Yes.
All right.
He called 911.
Terry Schlegel here.
Yeah, 988. Justin's been hanging on by a thread. Yeah. So he calls and I go, yes, come by. Fuck it. Whatever. You didn't need to like do this APB on trying to come over.
It's kind of adorable.
Which, by the way, you've been texting me relentlessly.
Yeah.
This could have been that. I could have responded to you.
Thinking about coming over at time X.
It's actually
sounds good.
Perfect text.
It's the reason. Yes. You didn't send pictures of fucking avocados or like a weird chimichanga or duck cum. Just fucking, this is the reason to text. The reason's not to text, you're texting. The reason's not to call, you're calling. So he comes over and he's walking fucking badly. I mean, he's shambling up my driveway.
She blew his back out.
I wish. I wish she just fucked his spine, compressed it. So he comes in and I have to explain to him, like, hey, heads up. You can't go downstairs. It's destroyed. You can't go into our master bathroom, which is where he used to go into because he's a big guy. I'm like, the only bathroom we have left is a hallway. He goes, well, good. I need it. And he moves out of the way. He shuts the door. It sounds like you took a pot of soup and stood above the toilet 3 feet and just poured soup into the amount of splash and splatter. He shits my toilet up so violently.
That's not just shit.
It's it's the most, it's
no
the loudest
for you.
It's the loudest fucking dump. And we're all like standing outside and we're pretending like we don't hear it. My stepkids are there. Evan, I have to put my hand over his fucking mouth because he's about to come unglued laughing. So we go, we sit, Mudge comes home. We're having a relatively pleasant visit. I asked him, like, well, you got a real hitch in your giddy up. He goes, oh, yeah, I fell down 2 flights of stairs a week ago through a wall. I'm like, what?
Jeez.
Wait, what?
A stunt man?
Fuck? Yeah. Yes, exactly. Are you Ryan?
Fall guy?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
What
your
do you
dad
do?
is Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, you're Gosling.
Isn't your dad like 98 years old?
He's so fucking old. I'm like, this is the reason you should have called was that you fell down. So apparently in the middle of the night at his girlfriend's house, he missteps. His heel hits the edge of a step. It goes out from under him. Boom, 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 boom. Falls, gets down there. She shoots up out of bed, but because she's also old as fuck, she goes over to him, but before she can check on him, she's got to piss. So she has to go to the bathroom.
Oh, no. How long has it been?
This was 2 weeks ago.
No, how long is she going to the bathroom after him?
No, she had just fallen. She woke up out of bed.
Gotcha.
And she's checking on him. She's like, I want to make sure you're okay, but I have to piss. So she's like in there, like peeing. He's at the bottom of the steps, moaning.
Crying.
Sobbing. Gets him up. They get sat, whatever. They're finishing telling me the story. And he's like, yeah, I'm not feeling great. I think I broke my legs. Well, you clearly didn't because you're walking. You walked up
also
steps.
Both.
You went, by the way, you know what he did before he came over to my house? You know why I was in Annapolis? He was on a boat charter. You know what you're not doing with broken legs?
Yeah.
Taking a fucking boat
Leaving
charter.
the house,
It's hard
doing
to-
anything.
It's the whole walking onto the boat.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't break your legs. Like, let me see your legs. There's no discoloration. He's got some bruises on his shins where he banged himself up. So he's over there for
He broke a toilet.
Yeah. Well,
broke a toilet, broke his legs.
he gets up and he goes to say goodbye. He goes, I got to use your bathroom again. Fucking
God.
double shits it. Goes back into the bathroom.
Oh.
He's in there so long that everybody just walked his girlfriend outside and we're waiting outside. And he finally comes out.
Are you talking about it as a group?
We're
Or you
just,
acting
no,
like
we're just like we're acting
Have
like
you
it's not
considered
happening.
serving only cheese?
Yes, only just gum him up. So they leave. June goes back inside first, walks up the steps. The bathroom in the hallway is next to her bathroom or next to her bedroom. For the first time ever, I think June wants to cuss. She stops herself from dropping an F-bomb. She goes, oh, what the? What is that? The door is open.
Oh, no.
It smells like
Do you have a candle
ammonia
situation? Do you have
shit.
spray in
There's
there?
no spray that can help with this. There was no candle.
Gasoline.
Right.
I have to bleach the bathroom. I have to clean.
I mean, do you open every window, every door, and then just?
There's no windows to open. It's an enclosed bathroom in there. I'm in there.
It keeps the flavor in.
It locks in the fucking awful. I have to, for one, I have to scrub the toilet. It's fucking up the back of the toilet. I'm taking. I have hurt. This is so
Cleaning up
gross.
your dad's
I'm
shit.
cleaning my dad's shit off the back of a toilet. I have Mudge put a pot. We have an electric kettle. I'm like, I need you to turn that fucking thing on because it heats up quick. I'm taking mugs of hot water and splashing them on the back of the toilet to descale the fucking toilet.
It's the right thing to do.
It's disgusting because I'm not going to take one of these scrubbing bubbles pads.
No,
and just curl shit.
Because where does it go? Yeah, it's bad.
It's awful.
Here's what you do. You go over to his house on Father's Day.
Yeah.
And whatever you need to eat or drink to work up a bad one,
work up an awful one.
You go in there
and just leave it.
You friggin' Oppenheimer.
I absolutely drop a bomb in this
Poopenheimer.
Yeah. So he double. Yeah. So he stops. He makes me think he's had a heart attack. He tells me he thinks his leg's broken. Double shits my bathroom and bounces.
So he went on a charter to what? Fish?
Just to go around the Annapolis Harbor. He went to go see a lighthouse. It's some old person shit.
He did?
Yeah, he went to go see a lighthouse.
His girl went with him?
Him and his girl went and saw a lighthouse.
That sounds horrible. Real quick.
That sounds so fucking boring.
You know that Rob and I go out on guys' night on Thursday with the Jack,
that reminded me of a good story.
Jason group.
Yeah.
And Jack has a catamaran.
It's a pretty nice boat. That's what I saw you on.
Okay.
No, we were on the Chaparral.
Okay,
the catamaran's getting worked on.
There's only one thing that I hate about that Thursday night get together.
What's that?
Getting on that boat. It's fucking terrifying.
The nice one.
Yes.
No, it is terrifying.
How do you get onto
it? It's
okay. Compared to this, we got onto Randolph's boat this summer. Last summer, we will again. He's got a pretty nice mid-sized, smaller fishing boat. And I mean, that's dock to edge.
No, you have to
10
lift
times
your
easier.
foot over this thing and you're down. I'm going to fucking fall in the water.
Well, especially when I'm drinking and I
remember
you were worried about me last time.
I'm worried about me too, because when I get
just
off,
going into the drink,
I'm usually high.
Can he buy something, some ramp, something?
Hell yeah.
There's got to be a
Of course
device.
he can buy
deployable,
something.
floppable ramp, and then he just ropes
You
it
know
back
why?
up.
Let's give him
You
that
want to
first
know
birthday.
why he doesn't buy a ramp?
Because he's
But he
not
thinks
going to
it's-
fall.
He doesn't need a ramp.
But we need it, Jack.
I need a ramp.
You
Jack.
need people for the for guests.
I'm gonna fucking fall, by the way.
But this is what we needed the other night. Joe and I both, it was a nice day, but as it gets towards the night and you get on the water, it got cold. And we're having t-shirts on.
So
basically.
dumb.
So we're freezing.
I'm so mad at myself.
Jack
for that.
says,
chilly.
hey,
holding on to each
I
other.
have a life jacket.
For a warm?
Yes.
Like one of the orange ones you wear on a dragon
Yeah.
boat?
Exactly. And then
I was this close.
And then Jason goes, and I want you to do this as a bit, Justin. Jason goes, yeah, put the life jacket on. Someone asked, say, I'm drowning in all this pussy. So I want you to go somewhere, wear a life jacket. When someone says, why are you wearing a life jacket? That line.
Yeah. Vaginal secretions.
Exactly.
I'm dying here. Okay. Doing some
anyway,
pussy snorkeling.
If Jack's, I think, is this Thursday our first? I have no idea. I think we're close. We're close to being on the boat.
The big boat.
And
the scary boat.
I don't, by the way, I don't want to fall in it now. I don't want to fall now because it's
cold
when the water's the coldest.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you right now, one day I am going to fucking fall.
And you know what you need to worry about too? If you fall off that boat is next to a dock.
Oh, it's a bad fall.
You fucking smack.
Oh, dude.
Oh, my
it's
God.
not about getting wet. It's about getting a neck broken.
Yeah,
I don't want any of it.
Do you know the story of our friend John Muma's wife, Amy's third sister, about her falling off a boat and dying?
She died?
Dude. So their family emigrated from Vietnam to the States, fall of Saigon, the classic helicopter on the embassy bed. Dad gets on a boat, brings them over here. Amy was born here, but she had another sister that on the boat, as they were rushing to leave and people were piling on the boats and they were leaving the harbor and the ships were like fucking here and here. Someone on the mad rush to get over there knocked her sister out that she'd never met. She wasn't born yet. Over the side of the boat, and just the two boats. Just
collateral damage.
Just popped her.
Jeez.
Just fell into
and
the water.
Parents were like, well,
fuck. They're like, go. No, we're not stopping.
I'm surprised John never told us that story.
You get a couple of Milwaukee's best in him. He'll tell you the fucking tale. It's brutal.
By the way, were they sure she died? They saw her head exploded down there, and they were like,
sure it happened.
Yeah.
It's one of those ones like,
nah, they just said, we'll figure it out. Yeah.
We'll make another one.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Replace there was never mind.
Answer.
There was a joke there about looking.
Okay, it's that time.
Oh boy,
Rob. Well, I'm going to turn you up over here.
I'm freaking so nervous.
Okay. Am I doing Blue Chew, the input right here? I want to make sure I got the right one. Hold on.
Got all my volume up.
Yeah, it's where the picture
just
of
to
the-
reset.
Okay.
I recorded a RobPod, which, if you're not familiar, I get drunk and I share, and I'm vulnerable. I think they've been very well received.
Yeah, these solo series pods are pretty revealing.
Yeah,
the funniest ones are Eric's.
Yes, clearly. I've talked a lot about my father. This one I tackled relationships, and then when I went to re-listen to it, I felt like I don't know if I can share this much. I was getting squeamish listening to myself. So it's 32 minutes and 39 seconds long. We're just gonna play. You're just telling me where to go.
Jump to a bar. That's it. If you're right here on that bar, just head in 9 minutes.
9/11.
Yeah, there you go. Never forget.
Okay. There we go. 9:01.
Okay.
It was always stressful to me, the sex.
Oh, Jesus.
And eventually I got over that to a degree and to a fault. I got a little too confident and put myself in some situations that were probably bad. Being 18, hooking up with a 31-year-old woman who was a nutcase. Hooking up with someone who was dating someone close to me.
And we're going to kill it there.
Oh,
so
my God.
that's all we need. Holy fuck. Holy fuck.
That was a bad timestamp.
Okay.
Man.
Okay.
All right. So
Shout out to Melody. That was her name.
Yes.
31.
She alive?
I don't know.
Don't
know.
Holy shit. So this is not just recent sexual exploits. This is basically
he's 18 in that story.
18.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So a historical looking back on the origin of your sex life.
It's weird.
Probably how it affected your modern sex life, how they connect. And
I've known Rob a long time. You have to kind of cobble these things together to know what Rob's life, actually happened.
share that in common with Speaks. Where Speaks isn't going to give you a big, full 3-part docuseries. He's going to hit you with a little chestnut and you'll go, whoa, what was that? What was that? And they'll move on. And you won't forget it.
There's some chestnuts.
You've given us a little.
Do you want to?
I know that story. I know the story that's playing right now.
I don't know that story.
Do you want me to jump ahead some more?
Yes, jump ahead another. Go to
18.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. 1825.
Okay.
That got me on Kevin Hart's show. That got me on Comedy Central. That got me to tour with Kevin Hannis. That got me to talk about dating
That got me to
fucking
Melody.
Go to 20 countries. This could be good. But also, like, the idea that I'm walking in this room, this, like, not that I'm a dorky white guy, but I'm not fucking George Clooney or Brad Pitt by any means. I'm not, fucking Michael Cera or Zach Galifianakis either. But, like, I'm not this fucking guy that, like, you would think on paper is going to score this 10 black woman. But the fact that she was on my arm, that meant something to me. And the reality is that's kind of fucked up because, like, she's a person. She's not like a fucking trophy.
Let's kill it right there.
Yeah.
That is so powerful and something I have thought before, because we clearly know you're speaking of, that she's her own person. She's gorgeous. But a person.
Yes.
But we've known people that have trophied their partner that you look at and go, I get, okay, I'm gonna show you someone. Okay. This dude here, this dude right here. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
That dude there is dying, fucking dying to date a head to toe.
Oh yeah.
Hipster sleeved up, septum, head shaved. I'm never missing Burning Man. Fucking food truck owner, high keto in the park, and everything that screams, I've got a million unresolved fucking daddy issues, but I'm such a fucking hipster music dork. They go, I know you don't want that. I know what you want is you want to be able to show that off.
This is what I like.
I know it's like, hey, look, this is how fucking cool I am. Look at how
I'm dating Kat Von D.
That's a perfect right. That's Kat Von D prior to the blackout. But I know that's not you. That's not you, Rob.
No.
But
you recognize that
you recognize
that
it is
that
facet
baked into the cake a little.
But I have thought for years about what that had to be like for you as a man, because you're clearly an attractive man.
Oh,
But
thank you.
what you said in there, none of us are fucking Gosling.
Right.
None of us are Ryan Reynolds.
We're not getting a woman just on
Real
her
quick,
looks.
Mac Bergson says in chat, compared to Joe, you are Clooney. And
Okay,
Pitt.
you are
Come on.
Clooney.
He also goes, "I love you, Rob." I would erase it.
Yeah.
But when you walk into that room, I mean, Joe, you went through this. The couple that didn't make sense.
Yeah.
Like you see Mudge and I go, okay, that tracks. Yeah, when you see, most of our friends, 99% of our friends, you go, okay, those two match.
Yeah,
but you would see you and Katie and go,
Yes.
And when you would see Rob and Twana, you'd go, but you had a racial component. Okay.
Yeah.
Where you would see this big, beautiful, voluptuous, athletic, charismatic black woman that probably some black men, athletes, men in power,
literally
business heads,
And it also-
that would look at and go, whoa.
But not just that, it opened other avenues.
Which
for
is
you.
the point I was making. And it's like,
it had to be a double-edged sword. While open avenues cause problems.
I didn't opening avenues for her.
Our Kwame Brown never would have made it to the NBA if it wasn't for her.
All right, you want to jump ahead one more time?
Holy shit!
I think we're getting some traction. Where are we going?
Jump to the last 6 minutes.
Okay.
You know what? No, we're gonna Tarantino this fucking thing. Taking a minute 3. Really early.
3?
Really early
Okay.
on. Yeah.
Okay.
Back when you thought you still might air this.
309.
Okay.
Whoops. Oh shit! I fucked up. Sorry.
Nope.
Sorry.
Love you, Rob.
Don't play anything. Don't play anything.
Rob says I would erase. Max says I'd erase it. Virginia Clooney, clearly. Kwame Brown.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, we're good to go. All right, here.
It's on the RobPod, but I said drunkenly one night at a poker game, I'd like to have a kid just so I could like experience what loving something was like. And they made fun of me.
Oh God.
And just a normal guys making fun of you way, nothing cruel. But I meant it. I thought that how can I not love a kid? That seems easy to do. I would hope, but I also fear that I wouldn't.
Oh God. Okay.
That was your opening.
Oh my
Jesus.
God. Jesus
No,
Christ. This is. I want to meet you in the middle.
Okay.
I want you to release it, but I want people to pay for it. I want this to be a $20 tier. I'm not trying to make money off of your fucking turmoil, but this is, I mean, you're hitting the fucking center of the earth, the hot liquid magma core of who you are as a person. I wanted to have a kid so I can know what it's like to love someone. Holy fuck.
There's layers there too, because
3
that
minutes
means you don't know what it's like to love something right now.
Okay, to your point, and I don't think I've ever talked about this much, and I got to thank, again, I'm sorry, I don't want to say names because these people don't deserve to have their identities put out there, but someone that we all work with and I worked out with, this gentleman here.
Okay.
You know that guy very well.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
You, Joe, were one of them, but that was one of the first honest dads I ever talked to. And he told me about his first kid.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't love that kid for the first couple of years. He's like, this kid, clearly there's a biological connection between mom and child.
Obviously.
They're intrinsically linked. They lived within one another. He's like, it took me years to love my son because when Evan was born, all I am is a fucking whirling dervish of nerves.
Yeah.
To where
it's a responsibility.
I clearly love him and would step in front of a truck for him now. But at the very beginning, you're like, what is this?
You're just looking at
what the fuck is this thing?
You're cleaning it some shit. You're feeding it. You're making sure it doesn't die.
Doesn't have a personality.
It's nothing. It's a flavorless lump of clay.
Every once in a while, it'll smile.
Every now and then, not even that at first. And wow, for the first like 2 months, like the fuck is this thing? And clearly, it wants mom. And that love blossoms, but for a father's love to develop with a child, it takes a little while compared to a mom's immediately biological connection, unless you were a father that deeply, deeply, deeply always wanted children. I'm always on that, which clearly I've made it clear I was never that guy. I've become that guy. But at first,
you've blossomed.
I've turned into the person I should have been at first, but it just wasn't me. But hearing you say that, hearing that, fuck, man.
Do you remember that conversation?
Hit me in the chest.
Yes, I do.
That.
Absolutely. And I remember even on the show you talked about wanting to have kids, and I'm like, well, you better get started, right? And that was a decade ago, right? And here's the thing about love. It's gonna be heavy. is that, in English, you use one word for love.
Yes.
In Aramaic, what is it, like 15 or whatever?
yeah.
So
Japanese, which I'm
yeah.
studying. Japanese had 15 different types of love for situational love, grandmotherly love, professional love, romantic love.
So I understand what you're saying, but also you have loved. It's just we have this all-encompassing word that describes it. There is a father and child love that you're right. You haven't experienced it, and it's probably not going to happen.
Probably not.
Yeah.
All right. Are we still doing this? Where do we want to go?
Damn. You know what?
I think it's kind of compelling.
I don't know how much more I want to give him.
All right.
That's you hit him with a fucking 3-piece.
I'll do
man.
one more. I'll do one
more. I'm just randomly you bail this time because I've been kind of pulling the audio down.
I went to 25.
You tell me when.
A woman or another person, not me. No, I don't like that. Don't like that. And I fucking pushed back and I fucking held back. And then the sex stopped because I can't have that. Because I'm a loner. I'm an only child. I'm someone with, and as much as I shit on my dad, fucking 10 out of 10 advice giver. My mom, who I speak lovingly about, also great wisdom. And I've never asked them for any advice. Not because I didn't need it, because I am a stubborn motherfucker.
Okay.
All right.
Well, right. Also, because if you get advice and then you don't follow it, you follow what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Maybe that's it. Maybe then by getting that advice, now I'm have to follow it.
Right.
Or I feel this pressure,
obligation. You'd rather, because usually advice requires work that you know it. By the way,
and then follow up with the advice giver, which is a big, hey, watch me tie it to wrestling. There's all kinds of stories about guys getting advice from older wrestlers on what they should do in the ring, and you should do this in a match. Then they'll go and talk to another vet, will give them completely opposing advice, and then now they're in a fucking conundrum, and they got to go out there and follow the advice of one of them or neither. And then when they go to the back, they know someone's pissed. Either both are pissed because you didn't follow any, or one's pissed because you didn't follow theirs. Advice can be very, very difficult.
Well, luckily,
of.
Rob's dad's dead, so he can only get advice from the mom.
Yeah,
he doesn't have to worry about that.
That's true.
Still, god damn. That's is there anything else in there off the top of your head you can think of that made you go, I'm not ready to post this? Because those
every
clips,
one we clipped there was something I was like, oh, that's
all four of those were heavy.
I remember getting into like.
We did just
being selfish in a more complicated way. I'm not. So I don't even know how to explain it, but like I'm doing this. It seems like I'm doing this because I'm a good person, but really I'm doing it for me. So therefore, it's selfish in that sense.
Yeah.
I also talked about this girl Whitney, who I've never really spoken about. Who I
never heard that name.
I thought that
Cummings.
She broke my heart, but now looking back, I just think she just hurt me. Like it was just wrong what she did to me. It wasn't that my heart was broken. I was just.
You think it's affected your future relationship?
No, well, it did for a little bit because there was bouncing around. But
what age?
30.
Oh,
okay. So adult years.
This
is recent enough.
2000. Yeah.
Okay.
And it just, and I was naive in this. I should have seen the signs, but. People generally like me, so they don't really fuck me over.
Yeah.
So
you weren't used to it. You couldn't prepare for it.
Exactly. And I think looking back, I wasn't upset because my heart was broken out of this love thing. I was upset because I was like treated like shit.
Yeah.
Damn. And you get into that in this?
I do.
Let me go something a little bit lighter because I want to get to it before.
Yeah,
we'll end with that. But real quick before we end on,
I have a quick real story at the end. I can do 30 seconds.
Where you're sitting at right now? What do you feel like doing with it? I'm not putting you on the spot, by the way. You don't have to decide right now. But as you hear those 4 clips, our reaction to them, read in the chat. What's your heart and
I'm
going
to listen to it all the way through. And
oh God,
and
that sounds
and maybe I'll edit out some things. But
I hate to monetize.
I'll probably post it.
Your strife.
Yeah.
But, we're talking Patreon Palooza coming up this summer.
Yeah, maybe you save it for that.
Save it for that. We could tease that. There could be other ones. And we got the Poon Pod. We got this. We got some other fun stuff.
I need to listen to it all the way through. Because when I was listening to it last night, I was just done it.
I can see it affect you.
Yeah.
I can see it affect you right now.
Yeah, no, it is. I mean, it's.
You get into some shit.
Would you mind giving me a copy? I won't share with anybody.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll keep it to myself. Just send me an MP3
I will.
and I'll listen to it.
Yeah.
And
all
I'll
right.
tell you, hey, no, $50 tier or
Okay.
not at all, or this is too beautiful to keep to yourself.
Done.
Okay, cool. All
Awesome.
right.
So this past Saturday, we had a DLP team building event,
God.
which neither one of you were at.
I was
out of town.
I couldn't even come up with a fucking excuse. I was just so goddamn beat. I had to sleep.
So we went to a strip club. Myself, Tommy, Sean Gabbert, Tegan,
Eric.
Eric.
No, Eric didn't do it either. Yeah.
No.
It was a strange cast of
and
characters.
And Carlheim.
Carlheim,
nice.
Chris, sorry.
So two fucking giants.
Yes.
Tegan and Chris.
Yeah.
So we're there, and first of all, I don't like
strip clubs.
I don't
not my
like,
scene
I
either.
don't like
Strip
being there. I don't.
clubs.
It's not my thing.
They're scuzzy. The women there, you're like, no, you're fucking not into this.
I also don't want to be pressured to have somebody grind on me. I don't want to be pressured for that.
You're also not a drinker.
I don't drink. By the way, you bring your own alcohol to this.
Fuck. That's
So we're out in the parking lot. Tegan forgets his wallet.
okay.
Forgets.
So yeah.
And Tegan is who again?
One of Tommy's dear
friend.
friends.
He's like 6'8", something like that.
Yeah,
He's giant.
6'8", 11'4" when you count his autism.
So he forgets his wallet, and I go, well, it's a strip club. They're not gonna let you in.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I mean, if there's any place they're gonna check your ID, it's a strip club.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. So we're standing out there. Strip club opens at 8.
All right.
Okay. Tommy, I go, what time are we meeting there? Tommy goes, we're meeting at 8. So I'm in the parking lot. We're standing outside. Me, Carlheim, Tegan, and Tommy. We're standing out there. We're probably gonna hang out there and talk or whatever. Maybe smoke a little bit.
Yeah.
Starts raining.
Oh no. So you pile in a car?
No, it's like 8:05. We walk in. Nobody gives a shit. We walk right in. There's no bouncers. There's nobody in there. We're the only people in there.
You don't know who used to hang out at McDougal's when they were younger? Much younger?
Chris or Steve Hill.
Mudge.
What?
Yep.
Hang out
Her-
or work?
Her friend from high
Ah.
school would go in there and grab a quick shift to make money, and then they would go downtown. She hung out with this friend.
pretty
Hers,
cool.
A story for another. Maybe I'll do an uplifting.
Yeah.
Just Dustin. Mudge should
There
have
you
been
go.
murdered or kidnapped 10 times over. She had this friend whose name escapes me that would go there, would go to the block, and I could go to some of the shitty places on the block, like Kings and Diamonds, Norma Jeans.
Who is this woman?
I don't know where she's at
Yeah.
now. She's probably fucking dead.
Have you been to McDougal's?
Yeah,
It looks like this. It looks like
It's
my
a sh-
basement.
it's a
It
shithole.
is a.
It's a
There's a sauna that's
shithole.
never been used.
Yes, there it is.
So I'm there. I don't.
The minute you walk in,
wanna-
a dog jumps on you.
I don't want to be. I don't want to be at
There used to be a hot girl here, but she left.
Mario's up there cooking.
Mario's up there. Hot guy up there.
Anyone hungry?
So there, I'm not sitting at the. There's a bar area, although there's no
Yeah.
bar, and that's where they dance inside there. And I'm back. I don't want to put a dollar bill in somebody's butt crack. I just don't
No.
want to do it.
Yeah.
I'll give you money. I set the money on the thing. I gave $9.
Okay.
One girl I gave money to because she played 2 great songs, Love and Rockets, I'm Alive, and she played an NXS song. I like that.
Mhm.
Everybody else plays songs I've never heard in my fucking life before. Anyway, $9. That's what I spent there.
Okay.
$10 cover, $19 total.
Mhm.
That's what I spent. But there was one girl. Her name was Raven.
Mm.
And Raven,
Pretty original name for the area.
Mm.
Raven, no, sorry. Her
This is
name
my
was
sister,
Raven.
Oriel.
Sorry, her name was River.
Sorry.
Her name was River.
Her name was
Okay.
Commander.
Yeah.
Sorry, her name was River.
Her name was
Sorry.
Washington
And that's it.
Wizard.
This is my
That's
fat
important.
friend Pond.
That's important in the story. River was by far the hottest stripper. It was a
okay.
factor of it was
Right.
exponentially a standard deviation away from every other girl.
Okay.
If you tried to lift one of her breasts, it probably weighed. We were guessing.
Yeah.
We said 8 pounds.
Yeah.
That's a big titty.
Just to lift. Tommy sent. Did you see the Instagram?
Big naturals.
The,
Yes.
the Nile
Okay.
River.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I
Yes,
know that. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
she was by far the hottest chick there.
Mhm.
Okay. So I gave her $3. By the way. So I gave her
Okay.
$3, and that's what I gave her.
One,
then-
one for a dollar for each.
And then I
D
gave her
cup.
the $3 twice. Now I didn't realize this. What they do is they come out and they show you their tits, and then they go out and they pull their thong up so you can almost see
Sure.
their vagina.
Yeah.
And then the third time they dance, you see their vagina.
Yes.
But they're
Ah.
independent dances. You follow what I'm saying? It's not like they do that all during one dance for 3 songs.
Yeah.
They do a song, then they go away and another. And I never saw. I left.
Never
I
saw
didn't-
it again.
No, I
Show
left.
title was River Dance.
I
Yeah.
didn't.
Oh,
I
shit,
didn't.
yes.
I didn't
Right
make it.
there.
But I did give her $6 out of the $9 that I spent went to her. The other $3 went to the girl that played the good songs. Okay,
River Phoenix.
fast forward. my mid, not Jackson, but Zach is over. He has a formal.
Okay.
And he says, hey, can I bring people over? So I'm not exaggerating. There are 15 mids at my house. Okay.
While you're at a strip club.
No. This is the next day.
The next day. Got it. Okay.
I'm there because we went Friday. This is Saturday. We're all there, you know. Anyway, I meet this mid. I go, hey, bud, what's your name? Okay. River.
Oh,
okay. It says my name's River.
I met your mom.
Okay.
Sit down.
And I go, oh my God. I
Here's
literally
$6.
met someone named River yesterday.
Similar career path.
I said she was a stripper. There's about 6 girls there, and they looked at me like I was the fucking most disgusting, dirty old man.
They go,
And
hey, go eat that plant.
I go, no, I do.
His wife left him. Yeah.
There was no fucking recovering from
No,
it.
you're done.
No, you're
I
I
started-
don't normally go to strip club. Sure,
I
you
go,
don't.
no,
No,
no.
go upstairs and play
I
ding dong.
literally,
Yeah.
I swear, I go, no. It was a team building, and they laugh at me. I go, fuck
Just,
it.
fuck it.
just take your
Yeah,
life.
just
left.
cut bait.
Yeah.
No
Cut bait.
lie, I said
Get the fuck
fine,
out.
and I fucking walked upstairs, and I never ever said it.
Let's get her on the show.
Another
Let's
with
get
him
both
or her.
rivers. Both.
Yes.
New podcast, Two Rivers.
Yes. We'll get the Two Rivers
Okay.
podcast. Okay, we'll have my dad on here
Yes.
talking about great stories. He's going to call it Shits and Giggles.
Yeah.
Someone else brought that up in the
That's
chat. Whoever
good.
said that.
Mario's gonna get his plant and cooking.
Some cooking show.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Cooking with poison hemlock.
Real quick story before we get out here. I could play golf Sunday with the boys, and I'm checking in, and there's a girl in front of me. She's a hot girl, and I love a golf girl, and I love the outfit right now. It's
The
just,
white tennis skirt
it's just hot,
with the
right?
skorts.
So Jason and I are at the putting green, which is right next to the driving range, and he looks over and he goes, I need to take my dick out. And I look, but from where I'm standing, the cart is blocking basically one slot on the driving range. So when my eyes look, you know, I see hitting balls after he said that comment is a 9-year-old boy. And I'm like, so do I, bro.
Jason.
Yes.
What the fuck? All right. It's not even 12.
Not even 12. Come on.
Oh, my God.
And you'll hear all about it on the RobPod when I talk about my love of boys. No,
Holy shit. Yeah. Taking her penis out on a
yeah,
golf course
yeah.
somewhere. But yeah, there's going to be tons of Patreon content coming out soon. SheLP gets recorded tomorrow night.
That's the plan, ladies.
Okay, so that'll be the next one. Keep it sexy. Let
I
Ariel steer the ship.
shall.
You're going to have a great time. The ladies are wonderful. New Laughs Count Anywhere soon. Plans have been made. Joe's going to go ahead and head up the new story time with Tommy
Love
Sambazo. And yes, send me the MP3, this RobPod. Maybe it comes out soon. Maybe it comes out of Patreon Palooza. Details on that. That'll be this summer. It'll be every single DLP Patreon episode, all jammed into one big day. New track off, Prince verse.
No, it's David Bowie
David
versus
Bowie.
Queen. We recorded
Bowie,
it. It's going to take me a few days to edit. It's a little more complicated editing process, but it'll be out before the weekend.
I'm gonna lose.
All right, very, very good. Continue to subscribe to that Patreon, patreon.com/the DLP Agenda. If you don't, we'd appreciate it. If you're a 5, become a 10. If you're a 10, become a 20. And just spend whatever kind of money you have. Please share the special. Let's get that thing over
Let's do it,
10,000
baby.
10,000 views. We'll see you next week.